Okay, let's jump right into today's explainer. We're looking at what is literally the ultimate David versus Goliath matchup in modern World Cup history. I mean, nobody, and I mean nobody, expected this round of 16 knockout match to unfold the way it did. On paper, it was a total mismatch, right? You've got the reigning titans of global football going up against a tiny island nation making their tournament debut. But as we walk through the timeline of this match, you're going to see that football isn't played on a spreadsheet. It's played on the grass with unbelievable nerve and sometimes just a little bit of pure magic.
To really set the scene here, just listen to this quote from the German broadcast of the match. Das ist Fußballgeschichte in Reinkultur. That translates to, this is pure football history. You could literally hear the absolute disbelief in the commentators' voices. This wasn't just a regular game anymore. It was an absolute spectacle. Cape Verde, this massive tournament underdog, was pushing mighty Argentina to the absolute brink. Looking back, the entire football world was just sitting on the edge of their seats, completely mesmerized.
Let's put this mismatch into perspective real quick. You have Argentina, ranked number 1 in the world, with a squad market value of 800 million euros, and they're 6-time World Cup finalists. Then on the other side, you've got Cape Verde, ranked 64th, with a total team value of just 50 million euros. And this is their very first time at this stage of the tournament. The financial and historical gap is just gigantic. You'd absolutely expect a total blowout, which makes the emotional roller coaster we're about to dive into so much crazier.
Now, at first, things went exactly according to the script. The scoreline hits 1-0, and surprise, surprise, it's courtesy of Lionel Messi. It was actually a huge milestone moment, too. Messi scoring a beautiful 20th World Cup goal in his record-breaking 30th World Cup match. The execution was absolute world-class. And at that exact moment, with the stadium erupting, it really felt like the inevitable was happening. The reigning champs were flexing their muscles, and the cute underdog story seemed like it was coming to a quiet end.
Section 1. An aggressive second half. The underdog bites back.
So, coming out of the locker room down 1-0, you'd think Cape Verde would just wave the white flag, park the bus, and try to keep the score respectable, right? Nope. They came out with an unusually aggressive, highly offensive posture. Coach Wabista had his guys playing absolutely fearless football. And remember, this is the exact same team that held Spain scoreless in the group stage, so they knew how to defend. But here, they took control. They pushed incredibly high up the pitch, putting relentless pressure on the Argentina defense and forcing the world champions deep into their own half. It was a jaw-dropping shift in tactics.
Section 2. The historic double nutmeg, securing the 1-1 equalizer.
So all this aggressive play was building towards something massive around the 1-hour mark. And how they actually secured this 1-1 equalizer is just mind-blowing. It wasn't some scrappy, lucky goal. It was spectacularly disrespectful to the established hierarchy. Look at this sequence. Step 1. The attacker nutmegs the Argentine defender, Medina. Then, in the exact same motion, Step 2, he nutmegs the goalkeeper, Martinez. Back-to-back nutmegs against the world champions to tie a knockout match. It was almost like a majestic insult. Just pure football history that left everyone in shock.
You can imagine the psychological shift here. Cape Verde's confidence just skyrocketed. They realized, hey, we're not just happy to be here. We can actually win this thing. Meanwhile, on the Argentina side, you start seeing mounting frustration turning into unexpected nerve stress. What was supposed to be a routine victory lap for the Albiceleste turned into a waking nightmare. The pressure on the heavy favorites became completely palpable.
Section 3. Vinja's heroic duel, denying Lionel Messi.
A massive reason for this shifting momentum came down to one guy between the posts. Before this tournament, honestly, hardly anyone outside of his home country knew who Cape Verde's goalkeeper, Fosinha, known as Vinja, even was. But check out this number, 18 million. That's how many Instagram followers he exploded to because of his unbelievable performance. He went from total pre-tournament obscurity to global superstar overnight, and this match was absolutely his masterpiece.
Vinja basically engaged in a private psychological duel with Lionel Messi himself. He makes a crucial save against Enzo Fernandez right before halftime to keep them in it. Then, in the second half, he blocks a signature Messi free kick. But the craziest part? He won multiple one-on-one showdowns against Messi. He clearly got completely inside Messi's head. Argentina was heavily pressing on the tube, stepping on the gas with everything they had to avoid historic embarrassment, but Vinja just stood there like a brick wall.
Section 4. Relentless resilience, the extra time chaos.
Okay, so despite Vinja's heroics, the 90 minutes end 1-1, and we head into extra time. This is where things go completely off the rails. Map out this timeline with me because it is chaotic. Messi scores early at 20 minutes. Cape Verde gets that shocking equalizer at 60. Then in extra time, Lisandro Martinez scores for Argentina, 2-1. You'd think that finally breaks Cape Verde's spirit, right? Wrong. Shortly after, Sydney Lopez Cabral equalizes, 2-2. Then, late in extra time, Romero scores to make it 3-2 for Argentina. It's just a wild, breathless back and forth. Every single time Argentina thought they killed the game, Cape Verde flat out refused to stay down.
Actually, I want to pause on that 2-2 equalizer for a second, because the context is just wild. The guy who scored that second goal, Sydney Lopez Cabral, 2 years prior, he was playing in the German 3rd Division for Victoria Köln. He was playing against regional clubs. And here he is, on the biggest stage on earth, scoring a literal dream goal against the reigning world champions, a team entirely made up of Champions League winners and multi-million-dollar superstars. It's unreal.
The German commentator described Cabral's equalizer with this amazing piece of imagery. They hit the world champions on the left and right cheeks. That perfectly captures the deep emotional weight and just the sheer fearlessness of Cape Verde's attitude. They stayed so incredibly brave. They didn't just sit back. They stepped right up and slapped the giants across the face. They absolutely demanded respect.
So even after Romero makes it 3-2 late in extra time, did Cape Verde finally give up? Absolutely not. They remained brand dangerous. They simply did not stop attacking. Those final minutes weren't some comfortable possession game for Argentina to burn the clock. It was absolute sheer panic. The underdogs were throwing every single body forward, just desperate for a third equalizer.
I mean, just look at the desperate final seconds. Cape Verde forces frantic, back-to-back corners. It's total mayhem in the box. Argentina's keeper, Martinez, literally has to risk his head and collar, putting his physical safety completely on the line just to punch the ball away. And there's even a terrifying moment for Argentina fans when Livramento actually puts the ball over the line, though it gets called back for offside. Argentina survived, but man, it was by the absolute skin of their teeth.
When that final whistle blew, yes, Argentina advanced with a 3-2 victory. But Cape Verde, they walked away with the ultimate moral victory. They were crowned the World Champions of Hearts. It's a title they earned through historic resilience, fearless aggression, and an unyielding spirit against totally insurmountable odds. They proved that heart, brilliant tactics, and unshakable belief can absolutely bridge a €750 million talent gap. They commanded the respect of literally everyone watching.
Which leaves us with this massive question to close out today's explainer. If a €50 million tournament newcomer can push an €800 million reigning world champion to the absolute brink of elimination, what does this mean for the future of global football? It shows us the gap is definitely closing. The magic of knockout football is alive and well, and you can never, ever count the underdog out. I hope this deep dive gave you a totally new appreciation for the beautiful game. Keep questioning the odds, and we'll see you in the next explainer.